Hello, my name is Emily Harrison, and this is my last video for my UF History of Identities, but um, this is me talking about my 3 journal entries. I chose for the most enjoyable, the one I found most difficult to write, and then one I decided to rethink about. So the question or prompt that I was given that I found the most enjoyable to write about was, um, would you want to change the world, or would you want to change, or do you think people should change instead of the world? I found this very puzzling at first because I wasn't sure how I felt about it, but then as I thought about it, I realized I have a very strong opinion about it. So I believe that people want to change the world because they're unhappy with it. But I really think that they're unhappy with the people in it that make it that way and unenjoyable and something that they think needs changing. For example, I took this kind of a political view and I saw it as liberals and conservatives. And I believe that as a libertarian who is in the middle, I believe that what's wrong with the world and what needs changing is the people inside of it and how they view life. For example, I believe that you can be conservative or liberal, but I think if you're so extreme and have this giant gap in between all of the political parties, that it wouldn't be good for us. I believe it would split us apart more than we already are, and if everyone just has the key word of just being loving and being tolerant of each other, I think that would really change the way people would view the world. If everyone was just tolerant of each other and their opinions and didn't have awful, hateful comments, or if everyone wasn't so far left or far right and saw value in both sides, I think that's what needs changing. So it's kind of a lot, but that's what I thought for the one I found most enjoyable. The second one was, what are the aspects I love and hate about America? Just summed up into one. I found this the most difficult to write about purely because some of the things I love about America is the reason why I hate some aspects of it, if that makes sense. So to go more into detail about that, I was reading online about this girl. Her name's Cynthia Brown, and she's 16 years old, or was, and she was a victim of sex trafficking and actually killed one of the people who was abusing her to help her get out, and she ended up getting 51 years in prison. For me, I believe that is so wrong because of, if I was in that position, I would have done the same thing. That's how I look at that, and others may not view that, but that's how I look at it. And the reason I love America is because we have so much freedom, but I hate it because people like her don't get it. They don't get the freedom that we do, and that just breaks my heart. So I found that most difficult to write about. And the one I had to rethink about was the question of, who do you have to get along with the most at Thanksgiving, or who you're going to make the most effort to at the Thanksgiving dinner table. And I thought it would be my brother because although we love each other, like, we butt heads like no other. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to have to extend the olive branch and be peaceful this holiday season. But I realized it wasn't my brother. It was actually my sister, who I really thought needed that extra bit of love because ever since I came to college, it's been really hard for her being an only child at the house now. So just, she kept lashing out at me for little things like, oh, you're going out with your friends, blah, blah, blah. Like, I just need to realize that she needs to be around me more and hang out, and just, it made the situation worse coming home, almost like, oh, this is what I'm missing out on. So, but yeah, those were my 3 most joyful, difficult, and things I would want to change writing topics. So, sending off this with the adios. This class has been cool. Both you guys, great teachers, 10 out of 10 recommend. I'm out.